Hi, Ann McGarry here. On this short video, I'd like to talk about standing on the threshold of retirement. Retirement is a very significant phase in anybody's life. Some people are absolutely elated and overjoyed that this time has come, whereas others fear and dread it. So it is a major transition, and it's worth standing back and reflecting and reviewing on your life to date. A good way to do this is through a timeline. You could draw a timeline of all your years up to the current day. And on that timeline, down all the significant events of your life, looking at the highs and some of the challenges as well. In my book, Reignite, Rewire, Not Retire, 7 Steps to Living a Life with Passion, Power and Purpose in Retirement, I have 7 steps developed. And the first of these steps is RE. So RE can stand for a number of different things in this reflection and review. For example, you might look at reassessing your life. There may be certain things in your life that are now no longer serving you. You might have taken on activities that you now need to let go of and maybe hand those activities and responsibilities to somebody else. There is another RE called reclaim, and this could refer to your gifts and talents. There may have been competing activities with higher priority at the time, and you may have had to forego developing your gifts and talents. And now is a wonderful opportunity to reconnect with these and reclaim them and develop them and bring them forward into your life in retirement. And another RE is that of rejoicing. We often forget to rejoice about the gift of life that we've been given. And indeed, once you reach retirement, you have had a wonderful life up to now, and you've been given the gift of more years. So it's important to look at the gift of life that you've been given. Other REs could involve remorse or regret. There might be something that you didn't do or that you did do that you are a bit troubled about. So it might be a good time to look at this and reassess what you're going to do about it. There may be some action that you could take, maybe that of forgiveness or whatever. And now would be an opportune time to look and address this. So I've just given you an example of 4 or 5 REs there, and I'm sure there are more that you can think of yourselves. So if you have actions to take in any one of those, you might decide to set goals. And a good way to set goals is using the SMART technique. I'm going to step you through that very briefly before we leave. S stands for specific. So when you're writing a goal, you need to be very specific in that goal. Otherwise, it might seem nebulous and you may not be able to achieve it. M stands for measurement. It's always good to have a measurement so you know when the goal has been achieved. A stands for achievable. And the other thing I like to add in with this A is also that it's action-based. You need to follow goals with a certain amount of actions to make sure that you actually reach the goal at the end of the day. And R stands for relevant and realistic. Is the goal relevant to your life now? And finally, T stands for time-bound. It's good to put a time frame around goals. So I'm hoping that you've enjoyed this short video on the REs. As I said, it's the first step in my book and also my seminar on Reignite, Rewire, Not Retire, 7 steps to living a life with passion, power and purpose. And thank you for joining me.